Hello, beautiful Mintakan souls, rejoice because it is time. It is time for us to be free. We are already free. That's the shocker. Rejoice, it's time to celebrate because you are finally free. And I'm so excited to tell you more about this in this video. Before I start the video though, side note, my neighbors are having a party and it's just a sign, it's party time. But this video really needed to come through. They've been telling me, you need to film this, you need to make this, you need to tell the people what is happening. This is part of my work that I've never really shared on the channel, and it was because I was told not to. And I also didn't feel like it. But now I think it's finally time to bring through this information. And what I have to share with you today is, again, very, very exciting, at least to me, and I'm sure it will be to you when you learn what it's about. So about a month ago or two, I filmed a video about Mintakan, talking about how much trauma there is, how much trauma there is left over for us, and that's weighing us down, and that's keeping us in a particular place, how much the trauma is really not allowing us to move forward. That fear is not allowing us to move forward. And it was, it started off as a bit of a sad message, but it did end on a good note. But I am here today to tell you that thanks to the planets aligning in almost a straight line and creating so much energy, like an influx of energy. Right now is a time you've probably experienced it. If you can see the time of making of this video, right now today is the 24th of January 2025. By the way, it's fine if you're watching this way later. It's important to know this, and that means that right now is your time to learn about this and to be freed. But right now the planets have aligned, at least from our point of view, and it's creating a chance to make massive shifts, massive changes in our energy fields, in our lives. And that is beautiful, that is wonderful. And those of us that work for a particular federation have been called to do some work. And that work is involving the Mintakan collective. So we, I'm saying we because I know at least one other person that has been working on this, and I'm sure there's way more, have been working in a particular way, each of us in our particular field, to clear very big collective trauma. So what I had to do was use my voice in the form of chanting, singing, and of course my abilities to go in, really connect with the Mintakan collective energy, and to find that cord that is keeping us stuck and connected to the negative entities that obviously have created a lot of trauma for all of us. And finding that cord, realizing what it's also connected to, because that particular cord that I was dealing with was to do with the voice. It's to do with truth. It's to do with being able to speak your truth. We have not been able to speak our truth. We have been ashamed of our truth that we know is inside. So some of us have even pushed it down so deeply that they didn't even know that that's their truth. Some of us are very aware that, we know what our truth is, but we're still scared to share it. It was very impactful on a lot of us. You might have found yourself in the past unable to say to people what you want to say, to express yourself properly, even if you try to talk about what you think is true and what you believe and what you feel. You might have found yourself really flustered and unable to express that. And that is because of that cord. It was creating shame, it was creating fear, and all to do with speaking. So again, I was dealing with the throat chakra, a lot to throat connected to the heart. And so I got to go in there and try to basically release us all from that. Release us and also release the dark beings from that, because it's not just us being entangled in that. And something they want me to tell you right now is that a lot of us have people in our current lives that had incarnations as the dark beings from that timeline, from that life. And they are connected to us. They are karmically connected to us. And you might have found that they may have been your rivals. They may be someone who was very hard on you, who was very mean to you, someone who left a lot of trauma on you, even in this life, and really bothered you. That's because of that connection. So by cutting this cord now, by clearing that connection, we set ourselves free, set them free, and now hopefully all of us will be able to really move past these negative connections that we have because of this in this life. And finally, hopefully we'll be able to speak our truth, speak from the heart. But yes, it was, they want me to explain to you what exactly I did. Maybe not in full detail, but a little bit. So I had a harder time doing that for the whole collective, because the energy, trying to channel it to the whole collective is harder than trying to channel it into one particular person. So I found one particular person, and no, it was not myself, it was my mother. And that love I have for her, the want I had to heal her, to clear her of this, to allow her to move forward so she doesn't have these negative connections keeping her in the place that she is, suffering in the place that she is, unable to speak from the heart truly, unable to say her truth and, stand up for herself. That's a big thing as well, standing up for ourselves. We've been unable to do that because of this cord. So I went in there and I did everything, all of that to her, cleared her, cut all of her cords, cleared her energy, balanced her chakras, and balanced her energy, called in unconditional love. And I got to speak with her soul, and I really got to cut her away by doing all of that from that negative energy, because it was the time, all of that, like the very massive energy that we're being provided right now allowed me to be able to tap into that and really do that for everyone. So when I cleared that for my mom, I felt, oh, well, now I've also cleared that for myself and for my ancestors too. I can feel it. But then the Mintakan collective came in and they told me, thank you so much, because you just did that for everyone. You cleared that for everyone. And we are so grateful to you. And I was so happy, incredibly happy. And in those moments, I was wanting to send them love, send all of you love, send everyone from the collective love. Everyone who is incarnated on earth, isn't incarnated on earth, it doesn't matter. But send that as well to the dark beings, because, and this is very important, if you only send love and light to the light, you will make that light stronger. But in making the light stronger, you will make the darkness stronger as well. Because the brighter the light is, the darker the shadow is. So that is why it is important to send love and good energy to both of them. Whether they choose to receive it, that's their own prerogative. But it is important to put that into both places, because everybody, everyone, every soul is love. Every soul comes from love. So all of us deserve love. No matter how dark or light you are, you deserve love, and you deserve to be free. Now is time for freedom. And I'm so excited to tell you more about this. I have some notes here because I tend to go off on tangents. Yes, so after I did all of that, some being came through to me. So he came down and he was a little bit glitchy. And in that moment I felt, ooh, I'm not sure if I trust this being. It feels a little bit suspicious. So I followed it anyway because I knew I was fully protected. and in my full power. When you are really in your full light and your full power, you are protected. Nothing can harm you. If you don't think it can harm you, it cannot harm you. So I followed it, and let's just say it tried to lure me with the best way I can describe it is illusions of grandeur. And then, of course, to me it was a little bit obvious, okay, something is off. And it asked me, how did you clear this collective trauma? And I told it, this really is fake, isn't it? Everything here is fake. So that whole facade that it created, that whole world it created, to that illusion it created, fell apart. And all I saw was this little venom-like creature. And it started running away. It started actually trying to attack me. But of course, it can't hurt me. All I could do was jump through what it was attacking me. And all I could do after that was go towards it and kind of basically give it a hug and tell it, it's time. It's time for you to accept light. It's time for you to see the light too. It's time for you to stop fighting the light, because everybody is going to see the light. The light is shining so strongly. Everybody is going to receive it. It doesn't matter if you're light, dark, neutral. You are going to receive light. It's time. So in that way, I got to clear away the darkness for everyone. Everyone, of course, who would like it to be cleared. Which brings me to the next point here. Going back to the planet, to the water planet of Mintakan, a few beings there started, for lack of better words, throwing up dark energy at me. And of course, like I said, it can't affect me. But in that moment, I realized, oh, they still think that they are chained down. They still think that they need to keep going with the narrative. They don't understand that they're free. So in that moment, I showed them that they're free. I connected to the core of the planet, and I was able to basically affect everyone on it to really break the shackles. And they told me, and this is the most important thing you're going to hear in this video if you're still here, that it's your choice. It's everybody's choice. We are free now. Nothing is holding us back, especially our voices. Our voices are free. And it is our choice now what we will use them for. It's our choice now what we will do with this freedom. Because we can easily continue to do what we've been doing this whole time. Keep secrets, not be able to speak our truth, not be able to stand up for ourselves, feel shame, not work through it completely, and just continue on and, pretend like everything is okay. Which is fine. It's fine. But you have a choice now. You are empowered. You're free. So you can step out. You can step into the light now. It can be a beautiful life if you wish it to. And you can really express yourself to your full potential. And I encourage you the next few days to try to do some vocal toning, to try to do some meditations, do something with your voice, singing, whatever you'd like to do, speaking more, trying to speak to someone that you felt like you had a hard time speaking with. But really exercise this and be conscious of your choices. Be conscious of the choices that you're making. Be conscious of what you're saying, how you're affecting people. Speak from the heart. Speak with truth. Do not just react. Because that's what we were doing in the past. We were just reacting. Someone says something to you, you react. Someone does something, you react. Everything is a reaction. Everything is going with the programming. If it's not a reaction, it's going with the programming. Your mom did this to you, so you're going to do that to someone else. Your mom said that to you, so you're going to say that to someone else. Same thing with, your old friend said that to you, so you're going to treat everybody the same way. It's time to stop that. It's time for you to realize that you are, in a way, living in a programmed state. But now you are truly free. You're truly free to move forward, because before that it would have been much harder for you to move forward. Now it is going to be so easy. It's going to be so easy. You're going to feel like, wow, why did I never do this before? Oh, because it wouldn't have been as easy as it is now. But yes, it's time now. So you have the power in your hands. The power is completely in your hands. The power is also, for my life, in my hands. What will I choose? Will I choose to speak with love, or will I choose to speak, the same way I have been for ages? It's my choice, just like it is yours. And I encourage you to share this message, share this video if you feel like it, or just try to explain to people in some kind of way, even if they're not spiritual at all. There are ways to explain this to them, to make them conscious of the fact that they don't need to speak the same way that everybody has been speaking to them. They don't need to constantly be in reacting mode. They can actually make conscious choices. Yes. Another thing that came through was that Christ consciousness will be coming through much, much clearer for everybody. So that would be amazing. You can choose to call in Christ-like Christ consciousness into your body now, if you'd like that, and empower yourself even more. And what else do we have here? The next thing that I have for you is the aftermath. The aftermath was a dream I had that very night. And I will have to explain the dream so you fully understand what I'm going to be saying here. So in my dream, I was in a car and I was driving, but it was all dark. The car was dark, everything was dark, so I couldn't see anything. I didn't know what was happening. I thought I was driving. Then the lights turned on in the car and I realized I'm on the back seat. And I'm on the wrong side of the car. Like, the wheel is on the left side and I'm on the right side. What am I doing? So then I went to the front and I went on the driver's seat. But then I realized, I can't drive. I don't have a driver's license. I mean, I can kind of drive, but I don't have a license. And I was going somewhere to meet someone. And it was very important. But in the way to that, there was a policeman that stops everybody. Maybe I was going to another country, it doesn't matter. But I knew he was going to stop me, and I knew he was going to ask for a license. And I didn't have a license. And I was so scared that I stopped the car. I was like, I can't drive. I don't have a license. I can't go anywhere. What do I do? So I was just scared, sitting there, contemplating. What do I do? Is there a way out of this? And then I realized I really need to meet that person. I need to go. Whatever happens, happens. Maybe it'll work out somehow. So I went there, and right as I got to the policeman, the crazy part, of course, happens. The whole thing became like a scene, let's say from a movie. Like a scripted scene started playing. It's like I completely got to see it like a movie screen. And this character that I had been went there towards the policeman, used her charms. Someone also came in to help her, and everything was fine. Everything worked out for her. She went on after that to meet whoever she was supposed to meet, and everything was fine. Now, what is the moral of the story? Yes, we are free now. We are free, and the light has been turned on for us because we have been thinking that we're driving. Our egos, our conscious minds have been thinking that they're driving this whole time. Have we really been driving? Yes, kind of. We've been going sometimes in circles, sometimes the wrong ways, sometimes crashing into certain things, let's be honest here. But the point here is that finally we get to realize, I thought I was driving, but I was actually in the back seat. And I was even in the wrong part of the car. So now what do I do? I guess now I can step into the driver's seat. I can make conscious choices. Make actions, like conscious actions. Do things consciously. So finally, we're realizing that yes, we can step into the driver's seat and we can have some fun driving. Our ego and our conscious mind can have some fun kind of driving, or, you know, not pretending, but kind of driving, driving and moving forward. But there are certain things in life that are placed there for a reason, like that policeman. It is an obstacle. Please, obstacle in quotation marks. That is pretty much scripted. There is no way for you to fail that. If you are trusting your intuition, going where you know you're supposed to go, even when you are hit by an obstacle, as long as you move forward, as long as you're confident in what you're doing, things will work out. You might meet people that you need to meet. Things might work out better than you ever imagined. Or maybe that thing that you're driving to isn't even what you're supposed to be driving towards. But please understand that the more that we're scared, the more that we stay in fear, and the more that we stop and just completely halt our lives, halt everything because we're scared, nothing is gonna happen. Nothing is gonna work through. And that is why we've been given this freedom now. We're being given the freedom to really start creating things, really start doing things. And our voices are powerful now. Your voice is on another level now. You've been upgraded. Your voice will be upgraded very soon if it hasn't yet. Everybody in the Mintakan collective is going to be getting big upgrades. They're telling me that now. And everybody will get the upgrade whenever they're ready. And how will you know when you're ready? Do you think you're the driver? And do you think you're the creator of this whole shebang? You know, are you still scared of moving forward? Are you scared? I know with me, it's a lot of fear. A lot of fear is here. But we can't keep stopping ourselves because of fear, because there will be repercussions. If I didn't make this video, I think my repercussion personally would be a lot of pain. But for you, it might be something else. For you, it might be not as crazy as being in pain. So you might feel like, oh, well, maybe I didn't make the wrong choice, or maybe it's fine to wait. But trust me, the more that you trust the universe, the more that you trust your intuition and your heart, the more life will become easier to understand. The universe will keep sending you places you need to go. You'll start meeting the people you need to meet. A lot of the Mintakan community is going to be like meeting now, collecting. Literally, the collective is collecting, being brought together. And that's beautiful. That's wonderful. And I'm really excited to see more of that. And I'm really excited to hear more from the beautiful voices from Mintakan, those beautiful, amazing, pure, light-hearted voices, voices that will be speaking from the truth, speaking from the heart, and speaking with love. So if you're one of those, please, please, please empower yourself. Know that you're free now, and go out there and speak your truth, live your truth. Don't be ashamed. Don't be scared. Everything is going to be okay. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. You are amazing. And trust that everything is going to be okay. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for listening to my crazy story, my crazy mission. And I hope that you enjoyed hearing about it. And I hope it left you feeling a bit better, left you feeling empowered, because that is the point here. I'm sharing this story so that you can empower yourself. You can understand that you're free. You are free. There's nothing holding you back anymore. The only thing holding you back is you. So if you're feeling like something is not working, then look at the mirror and see why it's not working. Yeah. And hopefully more of you will be awakening more, understanding your purpose more, understanding what you came here to do, starting to do more of your real job, not the human job. And yeah, to really creating a beautiful life, creating a beautiful place to be, a beautiful earth, where everybody is welcome, where everybody is loved. Like I said, don't send light just to the light people. Send light to everybody, because everybody deserves light and love. That's it. Again, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I'm sending you so much love, so many hugs, and so much good energy. I hope you have the most amazing day. Bye.